not on probation, not on parole. You don't have any kind of history of not ever showing up for court. Is that right? Okay. And your husband is disabled. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I think those are my questions, Your Honor. The district attorney might have some questions for you.
Any questions, Chairman? No, Your Honor.
It's so painful that some people in this world seem to think that I would have it in me to do.
I have postpartum depression and they gave me medicine for it, and I was having a really bad time with sleeping, and I was working at the Gap.
So you were under the care of a mental health professional at one point.
After they just gave me medicine, and I went to Centennial
Okay, all right.
for postpartum depression.
A Nashville mother, Brandy Elliott, aged 33, faced a devastating day in court as she sobbed uncontrollably upon hearing that she would be denied bond and could potentially face the death penalty. Elliott is accused of the unthinkable crime of drowning her 7-year-old daughter, Piper, in Drakes Creek, located in Hendersonville, Tennessee, on a fateful Saturday. The incident has sent shockwaves through the community, leaving many grappling with the tragic loss of a young life.
Mr. James or the state, do you wish to have Ms. Elliott evaluated for mental competency at this time, or mental evaluation for incident?
Elliott, who is employed at a local McDonald's restaurant, appeared emotionally distraught during her court appearance. As she stood before the judge, tears streamed down her face, a stark contrast to the horrific allegations against her. The courtroom was filled with a palpable tension as she listened to the charges being read out, her sobs punctuating the solemn atmosphere. According to authorities, the alleged crime occurred because Elliott reportedly wanted to be left alone.
When my daughter was 2, I kind of lost it, like I did this time, and I had postpartum depression, and they gave me medicine for it, and I was having a really bad time with sleeping.
The details surrounding the incident remain deeply troubling and have raised questions about her state of mind at the time. The case has drawn widespread media attention, with many struggling to comprehend how a mother could commit such an act against her own child. During the court proceedings, Elliott attempted to convey her personal circumstances, mentioning that her husband, a veteran, is living with a disability. This revelation adds another layer of complexity to the case, suggesting that Elliott may have been dealing with significant personal stress. However, the gravity of the charges against her has overshadowed any sympathy her situation might have otherwise elicited. The judge, unmoved by Elliott's emotional plea, denied her bond, meaning she will remain in custody as the legal process unfolds.
Not on probation, not on parole. You don't have any kind of history of not ever showing up for court. Is that right? Okay. And your husband is disabled. Is that correct?
Yes.
The denial of bond is often reserved for cases where the defendant is considered a flight risk or poses a significant danger to the community. In this instance, the severity of the crime and the potential for a death penalty sentence likely influenced the judge's decision. The community of Hendersonville is reeling from the tragedy, with many expressing disbelief that such a heinous act could occur in their town. Piper, the innocent victim of this heartbreaking event, was a beloved child whose life was cut tragically short. Her death has left a void in the lives of those who knew her, and the community has come together in mourning, holding vigils and memorials in her honor. As the case progresses, Elliott's defense team will likely explore various aspects of her mental health and personal circumstances in an attempt to mitigate the charges against her. However, the prosecution is expected to pursue the case with the full force of the law, given the nature of the crime. If convicted, Elliot could face the ultimate penalty, a prospect that looms large over the proceedings. The case has also sparked a broader conversation about mental health, particularly in relation to the stresses faced by caregivers and parents. Some have pointed to the challenges of managing a household while caring for a disabled spouse as a potential contributing factor in Elliot's actions. However, many argue that no amount of stress can justify the taking of an innocent life, especially that of a child. As the legal battle unfolds, the focus will remain on ensuring justice for Piper, a young girl whose life was senselessly taken. The court will be tasked with examining the evidence, hearing from witnesses, and ultimately determining Elliot's fate. The possibility of a death sentence adds a significant weight to the proceedings, underscoring the seriousness with which the case is being treated. In the meantime, the community continues to grapple with the aftermath of the tragedy, seeking solace in one another and in the memory of Piper. The case serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of mental health support, particularly for those facing significant personal challenges. As the story continues to unfold, it remains a source of deep sorrow and reflection for all who have been touched by it.